So my dear friends, my synthesis series is going on. We have completed simple sentences. We have completed complex sentences by using noun clause, adjective clause, and now today we will do complex sentences by using adverb clause. Let's see that how can we add two or more than two simple sentences to make one complex sentence by using adverb clause. Okay, so first of all, before we move into this, we need to know something about adverb. You know it well that the definition of adverb is that adverb always modifies a verb, an adjective and another adverb in the sentence. It modifies means it tells something, it gives more information about, an adverb, adjective and verb. So if we talk about the work of an adverb, we'll see that it actually modifies all the parts of a speech except noun, pronoun and interjection. It modifies means it tells, or gives extra information about other parts of a speech apart from noun, pronoun and interjection. Okay, so first of all, three important work of an adverb is it modifies, verb, an adjective and another adverb in the sentence. So first we'll see the work of simple adverb, and then we'll move towards the adverb clause, and then we'll do rest of the things. An adverb, adjective and verb. So we find that adverb clause also does the same work. It means that it is a group of some words which does the work of an adverb. The only differences we find in adverb clause is that it is a group of some word which is modifying, an adverb, adjective and verb in the sentence. It also, modifies a preposition too, as I told you, but only the thing is that it does not modify noun, pronoun and interjection. Okay, so I think that I don't need to tell you so many things in detail, because I've already uploaded my video on this very particular topic. You go and see in the description box. I'll give all the details there in my description box, so you will find out that what is the work of an adverb clause. So my adverb clause video is ready. Go and watch, and then you can understand it in a better way. Okay, now let's take some example of adverb clause first, and then we'll know more about it. So here in this whiteboard, I have written two example of adverb clause. Let's read out. Tom cannot succeed in life unless he works hard. I'm again repeating. Tom cannot succeed in life unless he works hard. So in this sentence we find that Tom cannot succeed in life unless he works hard. So in this sentence we find unless he works hard. This is adverb clause, and this adverb clause is modifying this verb in the main clause. Okay, so we have two clauses here, one main clause and other is subordinate clause. Tom cannot succeed in life, till here we have main clause, and after that unless he works hard, this is a subordinating adverb clause which is starting with subordinating conjunction adverb. So this is subordinating conjunction unless. Okay, now I'll give you a list of those conjunction which are used in adverb clause. So we find again, let's see that in the principal clause this verb is there, succeed, and this clause unless he works hard is modifying this verb in the principal clause. Now let's find out second sentence. Tom practiced chess so that he might win the match. So here again we find that in this complex sentence we have one principal clause, Tom practiced chess. Till here we have principal clause. so that he might win the race. So here it is subordinating adverb clause depending totally on main clause for its meaning. And in main clause we have this verb practiced. So this adverb clause which is starting with so that conjunction, subordinating conjunction, is modifying this verb in the main clause. Okay. So here we see that whole group of word is working as an adverb clause, modifying some verb or adjective or another adverb in the main clause. I think it has become clear to you. Now we will know more about adverb clause. Okay. So adverb clause, there are so many adverb clauses. There are so many work of adverb clauses to show in the sentences: time, purpose, condition, result, contrast, etc. So we will know them one by one and will understand about them. Okay. So uses of adverb clause is to show time, place, reason, condition, purpose, comparison, contrast, result, and one more is there, that is manner. Okay. As I have no place left, so that is why I could not write it on the board. So I am rewriting. Manner is another one, and I don't know whether it is visible or not. Okay. So one more is there, manner, that will write later. First of all, let's talk about these time. So in time we have different subordinating conjunction which works for adverb clause in the complex sentences. Okay. In time we have when, as soon as, no sooner than, then place, where, wherever. In reason we have because, since. Condition we have if, whether, unless, so long as. Purpose we have so that, may, might, lest, should. Lest, should are combined actually. Now comparison, as plus as, and then than is there. Contrast, though, yet, although, result, so that. Okay. And one more is there, that is called, it's manner, as if. Okay. So let's find out how these subordinating conjunction works in a complex sentence of adverb clause to add two or more than two simple sentences to make one complex sentence. So I have written two sentences on the board. Indira Gandhi died in 1984. First sentence. Second sentence, Rajiv Gandhi thereafter became the Prime Minister. Okay. Indira Gandhi died in 1984. Rajiv Gandhi thereafter became the Prime Minister. Now here we find two sentences are there on the board, and what we need to do is that we will take one subordinating conjunction. We can take when, as soon as, no sooner than. This is used for adverb clause of time. But since this conjunction, when, subordinating conjunction when is looking appropriate for this sentence. So what we'll do, that we'll take this when, and after using this when, we will write it like this, that when. So we will take this, when, and we can write it like this. When Indira Gandhi died in 1984, Rajiv Gandhi became the Prime Minister. Okay. So this is the sentence. Okay. After combining, we get this complex sentence by using when clause. But conjunction. But the thing is that, when Indira Gandhi died in 1984, this part has become adverb clause. Okay. it means this is adverb clause. We are using this adverb clause by using this subordinating conjunction when. Okay, remember that when you make any clause, you need to have a conjunction, a subject and verb. So here we have when, a conjunction, a subject, Indira Gandhi, and then died. There is a verb. Okay, so in clause we know it very well that there should be a subject verb combined. A group of words are called clause. So here we see that first we have this clause. When Indira Gandhi died in 1984, Rajiv Gandhi became the Prime Minister of India. So we see that Rajiv Gandhi became the Prime Minister of India. This part is called principal clause and this part is called subordinate clause. So Rajiv Gandhi became the Prime Minister of India. This is principal clause. And when Indira Gandhi died in 1984, so we can write it like Rajiv Gandhi became. So in principal clause we have this verb became. Okay, and this clause when Indira Gandhi died in 1984, it is actually modifying this verb in the principal clause. Okay, so when Indira Gandhi died in 1984, Rajiv Gandhi became the Prime Minister of India. So we can bring it like that. Rajiv Gandhi became the Prime Minister of India when Indira Gandhi died in 1984. So accordingly, if you bring subordinate clause in the beginning of a sentence, you need to put a comma. But when it comes after the principal clause, you don't need to put a comma. So I'm giving another example so that it becomes clear to you. So here on the board I have written two examples. The students saw the teacher, they stood up. Okay, so two sentences are here. We are gonna add these two sentences by using adverb clause of time and these conjunction when, as soon as, no sooner than, till, until. These are the conjunction which is used for adverb clause of time. So here we are going to use as soon as or no sooner than. Okay, so the first sentence is the students saw the teacher, they stood up. Okay, now students stood up as soon as they saw the teacher. I have added these two sentences and now it has become a complex sentence. But wait, students stood up, till here we have P clause. It means it is P clause. And now as soon as they saw the teacher. So as soon as they saw the teacher, here we see that this is called, as soon as they saw the teacher, this is called, let me come this side because camera is not going that far. So students stood up as soon as they saw the teacher. This is subordinating adverb clause starting with this conjunction as soon as. This is subordinating conjunction. So here we find this is subordinating conjunction and this is subordinating clause by using subordinating conjunction, and this is principal clause. So these subordinating adverb clauses depending totally on principal clause for its meaning, and this subordinating clause by using subordinating conjunction as soon as is modifying this verb in the sentence stood up. It means it is modifying the verb in the principal clause stood. Okay, so students stood up as soon as they saw the teacher. We can ask a question, students stood up when as soon as they saw the teacher. So we see that adverb clause of time always tells about the time. Okay, now second sentence, again we can add these two sentences by using no sooner than. Okay, students stood up, till here we have principal clause. No sooner did they see the class teacher. Students stood up, no sooner did they see the class teacher. Okay, so we have completed or combined these two complex sentences by using this subordinating conjunction as soon as and no sooner than. Okay, let's see now by using till and until, how can we add two or more than two simple sentences to make one adverb clause, a complex sentence by using adverb clause. So here on the board I have written two sentences. I waited for my friend. I waited till his arrival. Okay. Now I've added these two simple sentences to make one complex sentence by using these subordinating conjunction till and until. I waited for my friend until he came. So here we see that I waited for my friend. This is P clause. Okay. This is principal clause, and until he came, this is subordinating adverb clause modifying the verb wait in the principal clause. Okay. I think it has become clear to you. So this subordinating adverb clause is starting with this conjunction until. Okay. We can use here till too. Like we can say I waited for my friend till he came or until he came. So this is subordinating clause totally depending on principal clause for its meaning, because we know it very well that subordinating clause has no meaning of its own until it is added with the principal clause. So I waited for my friend until he came. So this is subordinating adverb clause of time. Okay. So now let's move towards adverb clause of place. Let's see that how can we use adverb clause of place to add two simple sentences to make one complex sentence. So here on the board I have written two sentences. I waited for my friend. I waited till his arrival. Okay. Now I've added these two simple sentences to make one complex sentence by using these subordinating conjunction till and until. I waited for my friend until he came. So here we see that I waited for my friend. This is P clause. Okay. This is principal clause, and until he came, this is subordinating adverb clause modifying the verb wait in the principal clause. Okay. I think it has become clear to you. So this subordinating adverb clause is starting with this conjunction until. Okay. We can use here till too. Like we can say I waited for my friend till he came or until he came. So this is subordinating clause totally depending on principal clause for its meaning, because we know it very well that subordinating clause has no meaning of its own until it is added with the principal clause. So I waited for my friend until he came. So this is subordinating adverb clause of time. Okay. So now let's move towards adverb clause of place. Let's see that how can we use adverb clause of place to add two simple sentences to make one complex sentence. Now we see the adverb clause of place. So here we have taken two subordinating conjunction where and wherever, which is used for adverb clause of what should I say, adverb clause of place. So he hid somewhere, his parents could not find him. Okay. Sentence first, he hid somewhere. Hid means, this is the past tense of hide. Okay. He hid somewhere, his parents could not find him. So what we'll do that, first we will write he hid. We will remove this word somewhere. Instead we will write where. He hid where his parents could not find him. So we have added these two sentences. He hid, this is P clause. If we write he hid, just see, this is P clause, and where his parents could not find him, this is subordinating adverb clause of place and starting with this conjunction where. Okay. So this he hid, his parents could not find him. So we see again that this subordinating clause, adverb clause, is modifying this verb in the principal clause. This is hid. Okay. So he hid where his parents could not find him. This is the sentence we have added, and now it has become a complex sentence. Let's take another example. I'm rubbing and writing because my board is too small, So that is why if I keep on writing while my video is on, it will take a long time to finish my whole thing. So that is why what I do, that is stop the video, pause the video, then again I write on the board, then again I start my video. Okay. So I saw the place, Mahatma Gandhi was buried there. Two sentences are there on the board. I saw the place, Mahatma Gandhi was buried there. Now what I do, that what I did, that I saw the place, this is a principal clause, so I will write it as usual. It would, I saw the place where Mahatma Gandhi was buried. So I've added this subordinating conjunction where to start this subordinating clause. So I saw the place where Mahatma Gandhi was buried. So this is subordinating clause and this is principal clause. And this subordinating clause, which is starting with subordinating conjunction where, is modifying this verb saw in the principal clause. Okay. So I hope that you are able to understand what I am trying to make you understand. In my next video, I'll come with more, subordinating conjunctions which can be used, in to add two or more than two simple sentences to make one complex sentence by using adverb clause. Since my video is getting too long, so I don't want to make my video too long. So soon I'm coming with another example. So this is part 1 of adverb clause where I'm using in complex sentences. Thank you.